warm welcome from my side to our webcast on how modern document management in Business Central can be achieved with Document Central, especially with our new Outlook integration Document Central link. I'm really glad that you took the time to join me today. A short introduction for all those who probably don't know me. My name is Max Krampe. I'm Marketing, Sales and Partner Manager for Simova, and I'm with Simova for almost 5 years now. And I'm really glad that I'm able to show you the document management solution, Document Central for Business Central today, and also our most recently released Document Central linked Outlook add-in. A short look at the agenda. I will briefly talk about Document Central link and what is our surrounding informations on this new Outlook add-in. Then we will dive right into a live system where we will see how you can archive documents directly from the Outlook interface, how you have all your process relevant documents always at your hand. We will have a look at compliance functionalities like access control to reduce or to lock certain sensible documents, for example, for some user groups, and also how you can achieve audit-proof archiving for documents. And then we will also have a look how you can retrieve archived documents from the system. But first, as mentioned, I will focus on Document Central Link, the new Outlook integration. And this works for, on the one hand, Outlook online web interface, but also for the Outlook client installed on the computer. So you can use whatever interface you like and archive documents from there. With Document Central Link, we do a so-called domain matching. So in my example, this email was sent to me from the @simova.de domain, and Document Central Link recognizes that the customer, in our example, it is the Datum Corporation, is associated with these @simova.de domain in the master data, and will directly display me relevant records to archive to in the Outlook add-in. The mappings and captions that are displayed in the add-in can be freely configured, so you can choose what you want your users to see in the Outlook add-in and where they can archive documents directly from Outlook. You are also able to select what attachments from your email you want to archive. If you just want to archive the email itself, if you want to archive only certain attachment or all attachments, and you can define the content type for each attachment or the email when uploading to Document Central. But now let's have a look at this live. And for that, I would like to switch to my Outlook client. And here I send myself an email with a few accompanying documents, a few PDF documents, one Word document, an image file of a desk, and I think you get the memo. In this case, I requested that these documents belong to the quote number 1259. And I just click on the 4 small dots here, open the available apps, ads, and open Document Central Link. And I'm directly presented with related records that I'm able to upload to. And in this case, I select the sales quote number 1259. And I select all available attachments here. And my email will be archived as a correspondence. Sorry for the German content types here, but this is our German demo environment. So this is a correspondence. Our PDF file in this case will be a brochure. Our Word file is a scanned document. The signed quote is a signed quote, or a quote in this example. The image of the desk is a image file, and the adjustment guide is a concept. By simply clicking Upload Now, this file will get transferred to document inbound. Document inbound is a extension for Document Central, and it handles the complete processing of incoming documents. And what now will happen in the background is that document inbound will take care of these documents and process them in the background via an job queue. And when I now move to my sales quote 1259 and open it, and in the background there will now be this job queue running and archiving these documents. And I can press F5 here. There are already some archived here. I'll press F5 again, and all the documents are archived in the background. So you don't have to worry about manually archiving documents. You can just do it from Outlook now. So great benefit for everyone who is working with Outlook a lot during their daily work. And I will now focus on the normal process, how Document Central enables users to archive process-related documents and how to retrieve them. And we can just have a look at all archived documents here in the so-called data grid. And here we have all the archived documents. You can simply click on them, see a preview of the document on the right-hand side. You can have a look at all the metadata attached to this document. But I will now show you a little functionality that is also very helpful when it comes to transparency. And here I will just upload a new version of an already archived document. So the customer sent me a new adjustment guide in our example here with a little change. And I will drag and drop this PDF file that I've just received from a customer here on this sales quote. And Document Central directly recognizes this file already exists in the system. What do you want to do now? So you want to either add a document version, or you can rename the file and upload a copy with another name. In my example, I will add a document version and say the heading has been adjusted. I confirm this, and we can now see that the number of archived documents didn't go up. So I will again click on the 7 here and select my adjustment guide. And in the lower area of this page here, we have a so-called version history, where you can see what has changed from version 1 to version 2 to version 3, etc. I think you get the memo. And here in the latest document, you can see the heading "A seat that performs for you." And in version 1, it was seating that performs for you. So there has been a change here, and you can always have a look what changed from version 1 to version 2, etc. And this greatly improves transparency when working in these processes. I will now make an order out of this sales quote and open it right away. And here we will see that you can also now, for example, print this order confirmation. You can send it out via the Business Central standard, or you can either use the document dispatch solution from Simova to send it to your customer. In this example, I will just print it out. In the background now, an event is fired that Document Central listens to and automatically archives this report to the system. So you don't have to worry about archiving business critical reports, for example, at all. I will just hit F5 here. It will also be processed in the background by a job queue. We can also have a look at the archive queue. So here everything will be displayed that is queued for the job queue entry to process. Come on, job queue. It is running once each minute, so probably we just pass this 1 minute and it will be archived accordingly. So here we have the sales order confirmation archived in Document Central, so you don't have to worry about it at all. It is done via shadow printing in the background, and you don't have to do it by yourself. Last but not least, we will move on to the posted sales invoice, and this will probably take around a few seconds because the Adatum Corporation in our system is set up to receive multiple invoices, in our case, multiple electronic invoices, as PayPal, for example, but also in 2 German standards, Zugfert and X-Invoice. These are generated automatically by our document dispatch solution in the background and sent out to the customer accordingly to the setup. And again, as it is sent out via our document dispatch solution, the reports will automatically be archived in the system. And here we have the posted sales invoice already archived in our system. And as I mentioned, you don't have to worry about it at all. I will now have a look at the archived files again. And I'm sure that you noticed that in this 3rd column, we have the so-called retention labels for the documents. And these are labels that are attached to the documents upon archiving. And these regulate for what retention period these documents cannot be altered, so not edited or deleted for a certain period of time. In this case, the sales invoice is archived for 10 years. This is legislation in Germany that sales documents, for example, have to be stored for at least 10 years. And also the order confirmation and the quote itself are archived for 6 years. This is also a legislation. Invoices have to be stored for at least 10 years, and accompanying documents like the order confirmation and the quote have to be archived for at least 6 years. You can adjust how retention labels are added to certain document libraries, to certain content types, and even to certain content types within special document libraries. So we have 3 levels where you can define where you want to set retention labels to documents and how these are archived in the system if you need to do that. Another thing I would like to show you, as I mentioned in the agenda, is the access control. So the access control hinders or prevents certain user groups in Business Central from seeing certain documents that are sensitive, for example. In my example, I will just move to the library of the customer. I will open the document library list, and here we have the customer, which is Debitor in Germany. And we will open this up, and here we have the access control. So like the retention labels, we can set the access control on 3 different levels. On the document library level, so that all content types that are stored in this document library will be not accessible for a certain user group, for example, or a certain user group can only read and not write or delete. And for example, here we can put the management team. The management team can read, write, and delete. And the sales team can only read and write, but not delete documents from this document library. As soon as I hit OK, the users that are assigned to the sales group are no longer able to delete documents stored in the document library for the customer. And as I already mentioned, there are 3 levels. On the document library level, you can put access control on certain content types. For example, you have a non-disclosure agreement with a customer that only the management team should be able to see, or you have on the employee list, for example, work contracts or certificates of disability, for example, that only the management team and the HR department should be able to see. Then you can define these on the content type level. And you can also dive even deeper and define an access control for certain content types within a special document library. In this case, I could just say that a service level agreement within the document library of the customer should be only visible for the management team. And that's it. You can now restrict the access to certain documents via the access control in Business Central. And this will also be mirrored directly to your repository, SharePoint, for example, where also the users cannot access these document libraries or content types, whatever, when they are logged for their user group. Last but not least, I would like to show you how you can retrieve the documents archived in Document Central again. So we have a document search in place in Document Central, where you can just look for either the file name, the document number, whatever, or you can search for metadata. And if you want to use a complete full text search, you're also able to do that here. We consume a functionality directly from Microsoft, the Azure Cognitive Search, where you can even search for the content of documents. So these informations or the keywords that you're looking for don't even have to be included in the file name or whatever, the metadata. These files will get indexed by the Cognitive Search, and you can also search for keywords in the content of the document. In my example, I will just look for the documents that I just archived, and I am confident that it was to the quote number 1259. And I will start my search, and I see all the documents that I archived for my sales quote 1259. I can also see the adjustment guide that I archived earlier. I see the Word document that I archived. I can access the image of the desk that I just archived. So you are always able to relocate and find the documents that you are archiving in Document Central. And that would be it from the live presentation. I will now move back to my slides briefly to give last information on the Outlook add-in Document Central link. So Document Central link is now available as a feature for Document Central. It can be activated and purchased in the licensing page of Document Central, and it is based on the number of users of Document Central. And the pricing is €2.49 per user. And as I already mentioned, document inbound is required for this because it takes care of the processing of the incoming documents from Outlook. And if you are only using document inbound for the processing of documents from Document Central link, there will be no additional transaction costs because you or your customers are already paying the €2.49 per user. And if you exclusively use it for Document Central link, there will be no additional transaction costs for document inbound. That's it from my side for the webcast today. I'm now open for questions and feedback. If you have any, just write it in the chat. And I will give you a second if you want to type something. No questions, just feedback. Thank you. And last but not least, I would like to just give you a shout out to our upcoming webcast, which is the Power of Self-Service, Unlock the Full Potential with Business Portals. This webcast will take place on the 13th of April again at 3:30 European time. And will also be around 20-25 minutes. And you can register on our website, simova.de/events. I would be really glad to see you there. And with that, I would like to thank you for your participation and wish you a nice day. Goodbye.